So think about the activity. Think about what we did, what we talked about. Now just give me words here. Not a sentence per se. You can use a couple words, but just how do we achieve success? Okay.
Hard work.
Okay, no, hang on.
Understanding.
New color. Understanding.
Coordination.
Okay, so understand. She just said understanding. So understanding one another better. Yeah.
Communication.
Okay, hang on, hang on. Okay, something else?
Communication.
Communication. Somebody said creativity. Who said creativity? Absolutely, creativity in everything we do, regardless of subject. Creativity is huge. We have to think. You've heard the expression. We have to think outside what? Outside the box. Yeah. So creativity. Okay, now this activity was based on what? Trust. Trust was absolutely huge. Okay? Now, there was another very, very important skill involved. Communication, yes, but the person that was being navigated around had to do what? Listen. Listening. Team spirit. Okay, absolutely team spirit, working together, right? Sportsmanship. Okay, so one of the things, and I'm sure you've seen on my website, is that one of the things that I do is to create visuals like this, yeah? And I use really thick markers, you know? And if I have to write down ideas really quickly, if the ideas are coming too quickly, I will create the visual in pencil first, and then I will go over it after. But I think one of the most powerful things in learning is helping kids to make visual connections to their learning. Adults are visual learners. A high percentage of adults, they must see things. You can tell me how to do something, you know, and you can explain it very well, and I can listen, but for me personally, I'll take in 40%. Then, if I see it, along with listening, then it becomes more 80, 90, 100%. So something that I always do in my classes is to create visuals. And I think people are so caught up with technology. It's still very important to, again, slow down and create these visuals. So something like this. Now, I try to make the word fit, of course, in the key word. But if it doesn't fit, sportsmanship, you said. I'll write it down the side. So if it doesn't fit, I'll write it down the side. But and then that will stay up for the whole unit. So anytime there's a need to have it, I don't even have to have a discussion with them. If students are not completing the task as they should, they're having problems, I don't need to sit there and have a conversation with them. Let's say, for example, you two are just not getting it done for whatever reason. You've seen it in PE, right? So instead of pulling you two aside, bringing you outside, trying to help you through your problem, I will say, remember the visual we created? Okay, go over there. Have a look at it, reflect on it with your partner for 2 minutes. And now I have time for the other kids. So now they're over there, and they can figure it out. Kids are smart. They know what they're doing and what they're not doing. And then when they're ready, are you ready now? Did you figure it out? Can we do this again, please? Okay, thank you. Okay. Then you send them off working. So by creating visuals, it's actually a behavior management technique as well. So you're connecting to their learning, right? So as they're in the unit, as they're trying to come up with ideas, you watch them, their eyes are always scanning around. Kids are always looking. And they're looking to make connections with the world around them. So if there's nothing on the walls to support their learning, that's a disservice to them, I think. So you have to try to, I suggest that you try to create visuals as much as possible and leave them up. And then you'll begin to see kids, you see their eyes popping around. So if I'm doing a movement composition unit for kindergarten to grade 5, my room is probably this big here. And if you've seen my blog, you saw all the visuals up on the wall. So I keep kindergarten visuals up, I keep grade 1 all the way to grade 5. I keep all of the visuals up for the whole unit. And then I will see grade 5 students, looking at something the grade 1 class did and getting ideas. And then I tell the kindergarten kids, you know what? Your ideas are being used by the big kids and they love it. And I'm not just making that up, it's true. The kids are getting ideas all around them, and that is helping them subconsciously as well to learn. Okay? Okay, I'm going to